Hello, my name's Fran Sands and this is myboxingcoach.com. Building effective combinations. Now, I've got a short video that I did a while ago that I think can really help, and I'm going to have a little, so it's like 2 minutes long, if that, and then after that I'm going to talk you through a few things. One particular concept that has its origins in the trenches of World War One. Have a little look at this video, as I say, only a couple of minutes, and then I'll cover some stuff after it that I think you can help you develop some great combination punching capabilities.
Hello, my name's Fran Sands and this is a 90-second boxing tip. William Shakespeare, greatest playwright in the history of mankind, medieval, wrote plays 500 years ago, people are still making them now, so he did something right. Something I've noticed and understood about Shakespeare, two things really. Number one, the vast majority of his writing, he didn't get involved in using long words. He stuck to 2 and 3 syllable words. That allowed him to be really flexible. Secondly, he used stressed and unstressed syllables. So, what light through yonder window breaks? A horse, my kingdom for a horse. He changed the cadence of the sentence by stressing and unstressing syllables and using short words, like 2 and 3 syllable words. You can do the same when it comes to combination punching. Don't think of building an 8-punch combination. Think of building 4 2-punch combinations. So you could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? You can then vary the power of those shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Mix it up with feet. Break the 2 shot sequences down. Use a slip, a duck, a roll, feet movements. Tie it all together so that you're not thinking about a big long 8-punch combination. You're varying the power, you're varying the speed, and you're keeping the individual elements nice and short so that you get maximum flexibility.
Okay, so a key thing here, don't be greedy. Build combinations with patience, and don't even think about, a combination being combination punches. Think of it as being a combination of skills. So over here in the UK, when people used to smoke, no one seems to smoke anymore, which is a good thing, obviously. But there used to always be this superstition: never accept third light. So you'd see people in the pub and they'd be lighting cigarettes and light 1, light 2. And then either the person lighting the cigarette would, let the lighter go, switch it off, or the third person would blow it out if the individual didn't let it off. And it was never accept third light. The origin of that, probably, an urban myth, if you like, was back in the trenches when 3 soldiers would be gathered round having a cigarette, and they'd strike the match, and soldier 1, soldier 2, soldier 3. By the time they got to soldier 3, the German sniper had zeroed in on their position, and the third soldier was shot. So, superstition around that. I think you can use that concept when building good combinations. So just like we talked about in the video, where Shakespeare put, hugely successful plays together using really simple words, 2 and 3 syllables, I think you can do the same. Keep everything short and simple. So think of 2 shots or 3 as a maximum, and then some kind of skill. I mentioned a few minutes ago not to think of it as combination punches. So you can execute a couple of punches, you can do some kind of skill, either a footwork movement or a body movement or a block of some kind, and then another 2 shots targeting centre line or flanks, and then another alternate skill, footwork or body movement. So you can effectively build up from a 2-punch combination through 4, through 6, through 8, and it goes on. And you can develop some really, really interesting stuff. Think also of using the stressed and unstressed principle, dynamic punching, changing the punching from sometimes being high power or lower power, vary the speeds, vary the angles. So just being a lot more dynamic. Now you can come up with these combinations yourself. You could sit there with a pen and a piece of paper. In fact, in the next video, I think I might do that with you. I mean, visualize. So you could sit down and you can visualize. Start with a simple 1-2, then a sidestep, then a backhand, lead hand, uppercut, and then a duck and diagonal movement forward, and a double backhand hook. You know, you've shifted across the strike zone, and you've let your shots go and been really effective at doing so. So there's some thoughts about how to put combination punches together. Don't be greedy, because I find myself more than ever, most of the time I'm giving advice out in a corner, tactical advice to a boxer, especially a boxer who's fighting against someone who's heavy, a heavy hitter or powerful. It's always feint, two and move. You know, you get them couple of shots off, you shift position, you get another couple of shots off. That mobility is priceless. So bring that into your training. It really does work wonders. I think in the next video I'll do a couple of combinations, show you how to drill them, and then show them in action on the heavy bag. A couple of questions I had. One really interesting one was around the jab. So if you're double jabbing or triple jabbing, do you retract the arm fully or do you leave it out? Okay, so from there up and back, always retract the arm fully. Just concentrate on keeping that elbow down, because the big fault when people throw double or triple jabs is they leave this arm up, this upper arm, and the jab becomes that. Okay, so integrity of each punch. Each time you shift forward or back with the jab, make sure the elbow stays low and you retract fully. It might feel that it's slowing up and you're doing more than you need to do, but really it works really well. Solid jabs, really well. And the final question, an interesting one, someone said, I'm a stout 31-year-old. Is it too late for me to learn how to box? No, it isn't. You know, stop letting your concept of your age get in the way of you doing stuff. In the amateur boxing system now, you can box up until the age of 40. There's white collar events, etc. But you know, it's just the enjoyment of being involved in boxing. I think you'd enjoy doing the training, getting fit, and building that capability of you know, that assurance that you actually are developing some skills. Speaking of which, download your book, The Beginner Boxer Toolkit. Gives you everything you need to set a great journey off on the right foot, and to reinstill your existing journey. So even if you've got some experience, that book will really help. Otherwise, my name is Frans Sands. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, and this is myboxingcoach.com. Thank you.